going, guys? Happy Friday. I have a really interesting video planned for today. So I have my 3 saws here. I have my pro saw, my HOMEOWNER saw, and then I don't know, I might just call this guy a vintage saw. It's a 032 AV Stihl. So it's a super old saw. I'm not sure when it was made, what year it is. Not sure. It says 1979 on the thing, but I don't know if that's accurate or not. It could be way off. But yeah, I've got my Stihl 032 AV, and then my Stihl MS 311, and then my Stihl MS 500i. So just gonna do a little cut test, and I'll really be comparing the 311 and the 500, and then the 032 would just be like a I don't know, kind of a fun little thing. I haven't cut with it in a long time. I just sharpened all these chains, cleaned them, put new gas in them, oil in them. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys or talking about the pros of the 500i compared to the 311, and then maybe like the price difference and why the price is so different, and what you should invest in based on what your needs are. So like I cut every week, multiple times a week, so I use the 500i, and I cut through bigger stuff a lot of the time, so I need that 500, I need the power. And but if you don't necessarily, then 311 is just fine. I started off the whole firewood business just with the 311. So I was cutting through just like this. I was cutting through logs like that with the 311. So it's a very dependable saw in my opinion. So but so is the 500 obviously. So now I'm gonna get set up here, just double check the saws, make sure they're running well, and we'll just do like a cookie test, a little speed test, and I'll kind of go over each saw after I do that. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I'll do we'll start with the 311, and then we'll go with the 500, and then I'll do the 032 at the end. So yeah. And it's crazy how, in my opinion, this saw, the 032, it's super light in my opinion. I could be off or wrong about it, but it feels light, probably because it has less CC. I'm not too sure the displacement on the 032, but and some of you guys probably wonder why I don't do Husky or anything like that. It's just I've used a Husky, I think 555 Rancher before, and it just gave me issues, like engine issues. You know, it would stall out, it would do all this stuff, and I have absolutely never ever had an issue with this guy, my 311 or the 500. And I just last week I got the 032 out. I haven't ran it in years. Fired it up, and it fired right up. So you know, it's just that dependability that Stihl has that I like so much. And I have the 25-inch bar on my 500, and this looks like the 16 on the 032, and then a 20 on the 311. So a little bit of everything. This could be an 18-inch bar, actually. I think it's an 18-inch. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get these fired up. We'll do the 311, the 500, and then the 032. Alrighty guys, so there's the cut test. Obviously, pretty night and day. You can't really compare a pro saw to a not pro saw, but I'm just giving you guys the options like to look at if you're looking at buying a homeowner saw compared to a pro saw. And then this guy here. But yeah, so let's start with this 311. It's not the fastest cutter, but I've ran this thing 4 tanks a day and it's no problem. I probably could have had sharper chains on, but they're all sharp. It's not like they're dull. It's just the raw power of these saws really does make a difference. So yeah, you can't really compare anything to that 500. Even just the sound of it, and when you're holding it, tapping that trigger, it's a crazy feeling. But this 311 starts up every time. I go full choke, 3 pulls. It gets a little cough sound on that 3rd pull. Then you put it up to just the on position, no choke at all. Ripper once or twice, starts up every time. Never had an issue with this chainsaw, ever. Never. If you're looking for a saw to clean stuff up around your house, or you have a one-time job or something, and you look for a saw that maybe you're not the most experienced, so you need like a safer saw, one with just enough power to get through whatever size log you need, definitely the 311 in my opinion is the way to go. Good homeowner saw, good like farm ranch type of saw. I've cut trees down with this thing and cut apple tree down with this thing. Actually sold some apple wood. But yeah, this is the first saw I ever bought. Love it, absolutely love it. Yeah, I mean people are always quick to buy the higher displacement saws just because, well, yeah, they are better, but it's like, don't forget about these guys, you know. This saw is good too. MS 311 has treated me very well. This is the saw that I bring along when I'm doing big jobs like clearing trails and stuff like that. I'll bring my 500 and that's what I'll cut with. But you know, things happen, it gets stuck, and then this guy comes in and saves the day. So this is what I call my hero saw here at 311. Yeah, so once again, just to wrap the 311 up, if you are looking for a saw just for around the house type things, or you need to cut some bigger stuff up along your trails, this thing is like a Swiss Army knife in my opinion, and it'll take care of whatever you need really. So but obviously so will like an MS like 260. It's 260 or 261. I'm forgetting which one it is right now, sorry. But just because I've never had one of those saws. But this guy is a Swiss Army knife as well. He'll take care of whatever you want. So whatever you got. Yeah, my dad had this saw, and I borrowed it a couple times when I didn't have a chainsaw first starting out. Bought one of these guys for 400 bucks. 400 bucks for this guy. That's it. That's it. That's what I paid, 400 bucks. So got it off Marketplace used from an old guy who just couldn't handle it anymore. It's too heavy for him. But this isn't a heavy saw. It's just the fact that guy was getting old. So yeah, love this saw. Very reliable. Take care of anything you got. Homeowner though. This is a very homeowner saw. So yeah, that's the 311. So we'll talk about the 500 now. Alrighty. The fuel injected 500i, Stihl 500i. I love this thing. This thing is my favorite saw. It is the second saw I ever bought. I jumped right from a 311 to a 500 because I have all this. This is a fraction of what I have. I'm looking at right now. I got those 10 quarter cherry logs to cut through. This guy and a sharp chain on a nice day, I wouldn't hesitate to say I cut 3/4 wood, 4/4 wood like that, easy. Everything about it is so easy and clean. You literally just twist this, pop it off, clean your air filter just like that. I clean that quite a bit. Make sure the saw is breathing well. And then fuel injected, so there's no choke. Just prime it up. I hit it 7 times, and then I start second, third pull every time. The power on this thing, I think it's a 79 cc. I could be absolutely way off. I'll correct myself when I edit. But my opinion, 25-inch bar is the way to go for this guy. Just because when you do get into those bigger logs, if you have any, that extra length is just really nice. And when I'm cutting, standing up, I'm 6'2", so when I'm cutting, I don't want to bend over all day, so I can just do this right here. Bang, 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 bang. It's super nice to have that extra 5 inches compared to the 311 with the 20-inch bar, where I'm kind of just a little bit more hinged at my hips, and that's just a little bit extra on my back and hamstrings every time. So yeah, 25-inch bar. This thing could handle whatever bar you put on it, really. Not like a 6-foot bar, but that's an 881. But this guy is, I've heard people refer to it as the firewood saw, so the bucking up saw. And it makes a lot of sense because when I get logs dropped off, this thing will just absolutely shred through the logs and makes it easy work. And I bought this used from one of my log guys who's getting out of the firewood business. I bought this for $1,200. I think retail they're $15, like 15, or the prices did just go up though, Stihl. So I'm not sure what it is now, probably 16, 17, but so compared to the 311, that's the homeowner saw. Use it maybe however many times a year. This guy, I can run this guy every day, all day, and he will not get tired. This is a beast right here. So the difference between the 311 and the 500i is obviously the displacement. The fuel injected, so this doesn't have a choke, that has a choke. The horsepower, everything. Convenience, so this is a lot easier in my opinion. One little thing that they don't talk about much is your nuts right here. On the 500i, the nuts don't come off. They're completely always on there. You loosen it, yeah, and it comes off, but these nuts right here, they stay intact on these little bolts. Compared to there, you gotta unscrew it, they fall everywhere, the bolts, and I really like that feature on this saw a lot. And I do have a West Coast bark box on mine. It's just so the saw can breathe a little bit better, and it sounds badass. So that popping sound. Ooh. On my 4Runner, I have a V8 in my 4Runner, and I had my buddy help me. We put just a little exhaust leak in it, so you can actually hear it when it starts up and everything. It sounds pretty cool. It's just like this. So, except this is actually healthy and good. I just like my car to sound cool. Yeah. It's interesting, I know, I'm sorry. But this guy's a beast. They'll cut through absolutely anything. Does take a little bit longer to sharpen and file down with the 25-inch bar, but it makes a world of difference when you're out here cutting for hours. And so my suggestion is if you're in the firewood business or you have a massive, huge job, you have a lot of land you need to clear, a lot of trees down, I would definitely go with the 500, because this thing will eat through wood like nothing. If you're not careful, it'll eat the whole woods. So I love this thing. I plan to use it for years and years and years and take great care of it. I would say it's just about, I'll look it up, but it's just about the same weight as that 311 in my opinion, or it has the same amount of feel. And what I like about this saw is when you tap that trigger, it flicks back a little bit, and that honestly takes a lot of weight off my left hand when I'm holding it. So if I'm pulling the trigger, it'll come up a little bit. Just saves me a little bit of stress on that forearm. So that's really nice. Yeah, I don't really know what kind of tips to give you for these saws, but the 500i, I mean, I've seen people compare it to like the Husky 592, and the Husky has like however more cc's, like 13, 20, something like that, somewhere in that range. So I don't understand why they compare them, because the displacement on the 592 is, like I said, however much, 15 cc higher. So I don't know why they compare it. If they're going to compare saws, you do the Stihl 661 versus the 592 XP. But yeah, this thing is a beast, and it'll make your life easier. Let's just say that. So if you're looking for a consistent saw, one that will cut through absolutely anything, one that you can put as much bar on it as you need, or take care of any job. So and fast. But you do have to be careful. If you have a 500i, you have to have cutting experience, in my opinion, because this saw is not very good at giving second chances. It can be very dangerous. So I encourage you, if you're in the market for a 500i or even like a Stihl MS 400 or 462, be careful when you get up to that higher cc. That 311 is a 59 cc, I believe. So yeah, once you get above 60, once you get into that 70 range, you're really going to start ripping. So be careful, know what you're doing, always have a plan before each cut. That's what I like to tell myself. So when I'm going into a cut, even if it's logs that are set down all pretty and nice like these are, have a plan. Because if I'm cutting this log right here, and I'm going and I push too far, and my bar is at the wrong angle, and I hit this piece back here, that bar is going to kick up right at me so fast. And sometimes this handbrake doesn't work, or it works, but sometimes your hand isn't in the right spot to hit it. But so yeah, have a plan going into every cut, know what you're doing. But with that being said, this thing is badass. So if you're looking to feel like a man when you're cutting firewood, 500i for sure. I think it has like 7 horsepower, something like that. It sounds like a dirt bike when I turn it on. I love it. The power that you hold in your hands is crazy. So yeah, homeowner, a few times a year. They'll still take care of anything you got, in my opinion, with the right chain and bar on it. So 311's great saw, very reliable. I probably will never sell that thing because I love that thing. But this guy is, it's pretty unbelievable, the power that you hold in your hands and the ability that you have to shred through logs like nothing. So 500i obviously takes the cake for the saws that I have. But that's my 2 cents on them. So I guess I'll pick up the 032 here just for like a little bonus. But I don't really know what I'm going to talk about because this thing is old. This guy is an old, I think it is 1979. I mean, it's pretty crazy. But look at it. It's really cool looking. You know, it's like a big brick. The handbrake is actually pretty cool. It goes into the cover. So when you take this cover off, the steel rod comes out as well. And when you tighten your chain, you got to tighten it out the front right there. And the gas goes in the top right here, and the oil goes in right here. So it's just cool to have, honestly. And it has a I don't know, but it's kind of cool to see. It's kind of cool to have a little bit of each chainsaw, just to see like how far Stihl has come. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. So I'd love to say they don't make saws like they used to, but then the 500i showed up. So yeah, but if you like chainsaws, and I guess if you need one to, I don't know, trim your bushes or something, sure, go with the 032 AV. I kind of just threw it in there, cut with it. I've never cut with it, so I just threw it in there, whatever, you know. So yeah, it's super old. It's cool to see that it still starts. So put some fresh fuel in it. So yeah, just took the old girl for a spin. So that's about all I got. I don't really know what else to say for this 032, but I'm just a chainsaw guy, so I kind of just have it. But yeah, that's probably gonna do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed that. 500i, it's a beast. 311 is dependable, but you can't really compare the two, in my opinion. That 500 runs circles around that 311, but once again, when 500 gets stuck and I'm at the job, I pull that 311 out. There you go. She's unstuck. So I love both of those saws equally, but I'm gonna, you know, the 500i is uncomparable. So that's all the saws that I own right now for my firewood business. I would recommend, if you're gonna start out and you can get small logs like this, a lot of loggers sell logs like this because they can't send them to the mill. They're too small. So you get like 17 inches and below, which is exactly my sweet spot. Because I still have to pick every round up and put it on my splitter. So I'm really picky about that, actually. That's why I pulled the trigger on this big order, because look at them, you know, they're perfect size. So yeah, if you have that smaller log, like an MS2, I don't know the numbers exactly, but there's like a 250 and a 260, 261, something like that. I've heard those are great saws, reliable, dependent. I like Stihl just because I never have any engine issues at all. So the only issues I ever have is if I do something wrong. So yeah, I'm a Stihl guy. I don't have anything against Huskies, except it, you know, one time. But I did borrow that chainsaw, so the guy could have taken not the best care of it. But I honestly was debating between the 592 and the 500i, just because the 592 does have that much more displacement and it will cut faster. But I don't need anything that goes faster than that 500. You know, I like my life. I don't want to, you know, whatever, get ahead of myself. I say that as I have a 500i, but you know, why go up in displacement just cause? And it was like $300 more. So I went with this guy, and I was able to get a deal on this because my guy was getting out of firewood business. So if you have the means to get your hands on a 500i, but be safe with it. I hope you guys took something from this video. So yeah, that 311 is not a pro saw. This 500i is a pro saw. I should have mentioned that a long time ago. So yeah, those are the chainsaws that I have. I hope that shed some light on a few things for you guys. That's about all I got for you today. I'm gonna get to actually bucking up and cutting and splitting a little bit here. I got a lot of work to do. I'm really stocking up here. It's really nice. I have a lot of hardwood right now. I got a guy coming to pick up a cord, hopefully in this week, and then I have 2 cords that I have to deliver of oak and cherry. So that'll be really good. Yeah, that's about all I got for you guys. I appreciate. Oh, yeah, we had 100 subscribers. That's kind of cool, right? Wow, that's pretty cool. Thank you for that. I think we're at 103 right now, actually. So, thank you to the 103 of you watching my probably not the best videos, but they're honest. That's for sure. They're pretty honest. Yeah, I appreciate all the support I've been getting too. It's cool to see you guys commenting and stuff like that. Does not go unnoticed, that's for sure, and I appreciate it. So it kind of keeps me going when you guys are in the comments, you know. So keeps me motivated, you know that there's guys out there doing the same thing as I am. It's kind of cool. So anyways, happy Friday, guys. I hope you enjoy your day. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.